For just $8.99 a month, the new Garmin R50 launch monitor lets you tee off on over 43,000 simulator golf courses worldwide. So the chances are that your local course is going to be on the simulator. But how realistic is the Home Tee Hero software? I tested it out for the very first time, playing my own home course to see if it was actually any good. Right, so my home golf course is Longridge Golf Club, up in Preston, Lancashire, and I know it like the back of my hand, obviously. I was a member there for a few years.
Preston, Lancashire?
That is the one. Right, I'm intrigued to see how accurate this Longridge Golf Club recreation is.
Okay, what's the first hole like, just so we know before we go in?
So the first hole is a big downhill par 4.
Dogleg?
Oh, wow. That is amazing. Bunker on the right-hand side, yeah.
Is it doglegging?
It is dogleg slightly left.
We've got a big downhill. There you go, big downhill.
And the good thing about my course is the scenery is stunning as well, and you can see all of the valleys.
It looks fantastic.
Not quite as accurate as it is in real life, I don't think.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, still amazing. Right, so 230 yards, only a very short par 4. It's usually an iron off the tee, Al.
Okay, cool.
Unless you fancy your chances, but it's massively out of bounds left hand side.
Right, okay, so I'm going 5 iron off the first. You might be able to tell from my husky features and low sexy voice.
Don't start making excuses.
I'm going to make all the excuses in the world. I'm sick.
I'm sick of your excuses.
Pretty much a shank.
Oh yes, get on that 18th hole fairway.
Oh wow.
There he is. He's gone through, and I love that you're nearly on the 18th as well.
Can we restart? Mulligan. Ha-ha.
No.
Mulligan. Yes.
Get out of it.
Oh, the speed. Oh my word, the middle of the club face.
Oh, finally. Oh, it's absolutely perfect. It's going to kick off the hill, roll down towards the green. What a shot, mate. Right, so it's important to note that you've got to set up on 2-player here, haven't you?
Yep.
And you can actually get up to 4 players playing Home Tee Hero.
Yeah, and they have to be stroke players. So currently we can't do scrambles, we can't do things like that. I expect that will come pretty soon.
Yeah, I think it will come up in updates on it, but at the moment it's just stroke play that you can play. It's a bit heavy and pushy.
I think.
No, it's not. It might be good, actually.
That'll be a good swing there.
It's going to kick, hopefully, off the hill and roll down. Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
You're like 40 by the time it's done rolling.
No, this is good, though, because this is exactly what the hole is like. It's a big hill rolling down, and as long as you get the ball to the top of that hill, it's going to keep rolling. Mate, I'm going to catch you up here.
Mate, it pitched at 170.
This is why I take a 7-iron. It's much safer.
It is much safer.
Just give it 10 minutes.
I was about to say, is there a pause button I can press on the ball?
See, this is good in comparison to like GS Pro. You could just press the space bar and it'll speed it up. Yeah?
Look at the roll on that.
Yeah, this is how I play the course management. I'll tell you what's interesting here, mate. Let me just get in shot. The actual green at Longridge first hole is a Mackenzie green.
Okay.
So it's like uphill at the back, slopes kind of down towards here. Can't see that.
Might react when we get it on the green, maybe. We'll see.
It'll be interesting to find out.
So, okay, so we're saying that if I was at your course, fly it past, spin it back,
it looks like the pin's probably on the lower tier there. So yeah, if you fly it past the hole, it should kind of roll back down.
Yeah.
Oh, it's leaky.
It is leaky.
That is massive. Now that would
Mizuno T24, a distance wedge.
That would be out of bounds.
Out of bounds?
In real life, it would.
Obviously, a cavity back wedge, I think. Yeah, we could call that power wedge.
So you're sick and you've got the wrong clubs.
I'm also...
Nothing to do with your ability.
No, not at all. Can't be.
This would just be, in real life, I would probably have an awkward lie. The ball would be like below my feet. Yeah. So that's the joy of a simulator, I guess. We've got a lovely lie. And what I would do, I would kind of just chip and run this down, and it'll all run down towards the green, and it would hold up because of the Mackenzie that's behind the pin. But yeah, let's just see how it goes.
Is that a little bit of a thin?
Oh, right, that's interesting. There is no Mackenzie green.
There is no Mackenzie green. So
and how was it rolled out so far?
Apparently,
there?
would you also be out of bounds there?
No, not at all. I'd just be down a big drop off.
Oh, so it drops off the back there.
Yeah, it does. It looks like it's got kind of the slope of the green correct, because it does all slope that way, but there's just no Mackenzie on it.
Yeah, so there'd be quite a significant downhill here, would there? Okay.
Yeah, let's test out the short game. That'd be interesting. Oh, it's a lovely touch, Alex.
Thank you.
I've got Gimmy's set within 6 feet.
I think I'm probably just outside.
Gimme plus
oh no,
one. There you go.
1.7 yard. I'm in.
Well done, mate. Do you know what I'm going to do, mate? I'm going to put that and see what the putting's like on Garmin R50. Right, okay, so I don't know how this works. I don't think I need to change any settings on there.
Nope,
I'm just going to hit a putt.
I don't think so.
How many feet is 11 yards, Alex?
33, mate.
Right, so it's saying I'm no feet down the hill. So it should be a flat putt. Obviously, I'm not too bothered about it.
No, it's 33 feet on the 33
right,
feet.
33 feet. Go on then. Go on then. Oh, it's going to be just outside, isn't it? Oh, I'm presuming we've got to aim here, haven't we?
So I think you can aim. You can aim using the touchscreen, or you can sort of aim offline. That's quite nice, though.
Do you know what? That's really very responsive. I'm literally just moving my finger left to right there, and that is impressive.
How far right are you going to go?
Probably
I love that actually. So
there.
it's not gonna let you sort of aim past the flag by accident. It's doing how many inches right or left you want to go.
That is good. Yeah, I love that.
Cool.
Right. So how many feet? 8.5 feet.
Hasn't, like you said, it hasn't got the elevation of the green. Hasn't got that Mackenzie factor to it. So it's not playing downhill. So it's just probably just to the screen, if that.
Yeah. So what's your screen about 9-10 feet?
10 feet on this one.
It's going to be too hard. It's aggressive. It's broken more than I expected.
Okay.
Right, so...
Second hole, what's the second hole like? Oh, wow.
Oh, here we go. Hole number 2, massively up the hill this time.
You're not kidding.
So we're going back up it.
234
This is drivable, though.
It is, okay.
Right, look, do you know what, mate? That is a very...
Any out of bounds I need to know about?
No, mate, we're fine left and right here. That putting was actually very impressive. I was going to be a bit dubious. Well, I was a bit dubious about it at first before I tried it. But the fact that how responsive the unit is when you're aiming, and also the accuracy of the distance tracking, I'd say there was pretty damn good. It is a feature that you would definitely not be too disappointed in if this was your first golf simulator. Oh, sounded good.
It's a bit fadey.
No.
A bit heely,
terrible.
a bit crap. That'll be all right.
Yeah, you got lucky not to be in the trees.
On the whole, it was hit bad, nothing, it's okay.
Right, in real life, I can just about make the front of the green.
Okay. Let's see you do it in virtual golf.
Yeah, let's see. Probably not.
To be fair, I've seen you hit driver recently. You're banging it.
Yeah. What I like is I've got all my data tiles on the screen here as well, so I'm immediately going to look at my carry distance here, my ball speed and all that sort of stuff.
Give it a whack.
Which is great. Oh, it's pulled. Yep, straight into the trees.
We're good at golf.
To be fair, that's where I go probably 70% of the time.
That is some thoroughly average golf there, isn't it, from the two of us?
Do you know what? I'm going to see how the trees react.
Well, remember they're 90% air.
Yeah, they are.
So I always seem to find the 10%. But,
I'm going to go for like about 3/4 sand wedge here, which would likely go straight into the trees. But we'll see what happens in the software.
That was a pretty nice strike. That.
Oh, I heard it.
You hit the tree.
That is very
good software.
Accurate.
Yes.
You got a chance, mate.
What have we got in? A pretty nice strike.
Oh, it's very nice, Alex. Like Great shot. 30 yards, slightly up the hill, so...
Little flop shot one? Try and bring it in
just
high.
a 8 o'clock lob wedge this.
Love it.
Hopefully get over the bunker.
Hey, you've gone in deep on the clockwork when you go 8 o'clock, haven't you?
Do I? Look at what a shot
8 o'clock, you're going 6:45, lob wedge, aren't you?
Mate, I'm there.
That's a
Got a chance.
That's a nice shot there. So we've got putting. I've got a putt here.
Oh, it's me first. Look at that. So this is accurate in terms of the mapping of the green because it's massively slow.
Big right to
back
left,
to
big
front.
Downhill.
Yeah, so this is like, obviously I'm coming in from the side of the green.
This is a layup by the looks of it. This is a try and not de-green it.
So I'll tell you a little story about this hole, Alex.
Okay.
So competition, drove the green, putting for eagle, back of the green. Very happy with my tee shot, obviously. Putted off the green.
Solid. Good start.
Chipped back on the green, came off with a bogey. So I was putting for an eagle, got a bogey.
Solid. Handicap golf.
That's exactly correct, mate. Right. So the break was quite substantial on the last hole. So I'm going to aim a little bit further to the right-hand side.
Are you going to dribble this down there? Just make sure you get
4 inches down the hill.
Yeah.
So I've got 10 feet, so I'd say that's
Probably only
about
want to hit that
6 feet.
maximum, absolute maximum. That's a nice putt there, mate.
Oh, just needed it a bit more than
Pretty good putt though. Coming up the hill 3 inches, so I've actually got to go the opposite way, maybe hit a little bit firmer than I normally would. That's a great layup.
Oh, that is soft. Talk about being safe, trying to win the hole. Right,
Yeah,
so
you could say maybe you could do the highlights and then just say we're going to put a separate video.
So hole 3 is not a very long par 5, but you've got trees all the way down the left-hand side. You've got another hole on the right-hand side, slight dog leg left. Looking from the tee, pretty much spot on.
Pretty much
Bang
spot
on.
on.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with my drawy 3-wood again, and try to not hit it so far up the hill that it goes 60 yards right.
So it's reachable in 2, Al. No danger.
Yeah, okay. It's a bit
It's
right
decent.
again.
Is it going to cling on?
That's okay. I think it's okay.
Yeah, I've been in that brook a few times.
I'll
Do
take
you know
that.
what, I'm
That's all right.
genuinely very impressed with this.
It's cool, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to draw slightly.
Quite well though.
I'll take that. I'll take that. It's not the biggest.
Bounding on.
Ooh, wow.
Big bounce.
I'll
there,
be able
nice.
to reach in 2 from there.
You will.
Oh, I
There
love
you
that.
go. That's what you get for saying nobody cares about my club reviews.
Is it going to make it?
No.
Right, I would probably take a 7-iron, but I'm going to club up because I'm not feeling too strong
You're
today.
losing 10% power out the rough there as well.
Of
bottom
course,
right.
right. Yep, so without a doubt, it's a 6-iron for me.
171. That's
Come on.
6 irons, 180 club.
Yeah, well, on a good day.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to lie up.
Oh, I thinned it.
It's right, mate.
Get
We've
up
been
there.
It's fine.
I'm
called a
similar
runner.
position to
It's
you.
called a
mate.
runner. Look at that. It's worked out great for you.
We're just testing out the full complement
Yeah.
of the golf game, you see. We're not just trying to blitz it in 2 shots. We want to test out the wedges and the putting and the driving, you see.
Try and carry it about 24, 23?
Well, actually,
Run
to
up
be
there?
fair, it'll run down towards that pin, I'd say. Carry it about 20, I'd say, and let it just
Okay,
roll
caddy.
out.
20 yarder. That's definitely a little bit of a push. I've overdone that
keep
on
going.
every front. Too far right, too far long. It's on the green though.
It is. Do you know what I liked about that, Al? When you were hitting your shot there, it showed my ball on the screen as well, and it
quite
had
cool,
the
that, isn't it?
initials
Yeah.
over the top. That was good. Like you can see your avatar at the
Fantastic
back
wedge.
there.
That's a nice touch there, mate.
Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. That would be a very tricky putt, though.
I think I've got the harder putt, haven't I?
It runs out a lot. That's one thing I'm going to say about the realism of it. Chips and approaches. Well, I don't know about approaches
be
because we've got a
fair,
good one yet.
I've got a thought on this. So you're saying it's running out a lot.
Yeah.
I did manually set the stimp to 10,
Yeah,
which is
right,
what we
okay.
generally do in this room because all of our, like the mat rolls at 10,
Yeah.
carpet rolls at 10.
Quite fast.
But it may well be quite a lot quicker than you're used to on the course. A little bit right. I'm not going to bother aiming right to left. I'm just going to push it a little bit off.
Good. Good shot. Is it going to stay? It's
Oh, it's
not.
not. Oof.
But I love how, Al, you said you were going to purposely push that putt to the right side
Yeah.
to play for the break.
Especially on shorter, on longer putts like that, I generally think on a launch monitor it's better to focus on your pace,
Yes.
which evidently I did not because I blasted it through
How
the
did you
6-foot
feel?
zone. But
How did you feel that it picked up the direction of your putt, though?
oh yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was where I was aiming.
Right, I'm going to go the opposite to you. Then I'm going to use the touch screen to aim up my putt because that's what I'm used to, being a GS Pro guy. So yeah, right, that'll do.
22
So
feet.
4 inches up the hill, so about what 26 feet or so.
Let's make a birdie.
Oh, I'll be lucky. It's not going to be hard enough.
Oh,
Oh wow!
Good
I
luck.
need to get used to this putting malarkey. Terrible.
to be fair, if you're not a fan of the putting on launch monitors, which I'll confess, generally speaking, I'm not. You know, unless it's a pace putt, I tend to put it on a gimme.
Okay.
You can set this to have gimmies throughout the entire green.
Auto putt.
You can widen that gimme zone if you want to. I'd probably personally put it around about 9 feet because on a real course, I look at a 6-footer, 7-footer, and I'll back myself to try and make it.
Yeah.
On this, like for example, this here, you're guessing a little bit with the brake. And
Yeah.
things like that. So it's harder for sure than real life.
I think like any golf simulator software, whether it's the Golf Club, TGC, E6 Connect, or Home Team Hero, or whatever, when you are putting, it's very much trial and error. You've got to get used to it. It's not going to be true to real life at all. You can kind of guess the distance, like you were saying, but in terms of aiming and breaks, it's never going to be the most realistic. So it's kind of a fun element of it.
Yeah.
And I do think that it helps with you, because loads of people ask me about putting and whether it's realistic or whether it improves your game on a simulator.
Certainly realistic.
It doesn't improve your game as such, because putting's such a fine art, but if I'm putting on a simulator, I'm making more putting strokes than I would be if I wasn't putting at all.
True.
So
Very true.
it's going to help you a little bit, I would say.
Yeah, very true.
Right, is it me again?
I haven't heard it put like that, mate, to be honest.
Maybe not.
No, that's a good point.
That's the way that I look at it. Right, okay, I'm going to try and sink one, mate. This is for par.
Yeah.
Nobody's sunk a putt yet, have they?
No, we haven't. It's been a stellar performance.
8 feet. I'm going to go nice and aggressive up to the screen.
Oh, I think that's a pretty good putt, but you've left it short.
Oh,
Yeah, you didn't hit it hard
no
enough.
chance.
It's a good putt.
It breaks quite a lot.
That's going to be coming with the higher stimp.
Yeah. Come on, mate, for a bogey.
Right.
Oh, no,
For a
that's
par.
for me, got a bogey. This is for par.
For a bogey. How very dare you. Okay, it looks like it's pretty much dead straight, right?
Yeah, there's only a very subtle break, isn't there?
I'm just going
No,
to
it's
tickle
not.
it down
It's
there,
just
see where we get it to.
straight. Go on, then.
Down 1 inch. So. Been a bit more aggressive.
Oh, it has broken. Or did you push that? It's broken,
I think
hasn't
it was probably a bit of a push, actually, to be fair.
Was it? It has broke as well as it's gone past the
Broke
hole, you can
as it
see.
went past, but I think it missed already. Couple of bogeys.
Well, you
3
demolished
holes
me
in.
yet again. Considering I'm the simulator golfer out of us two, you always seem to beat me, Alex.
To be fair, I play far too much simulated golf.
Right.
So what are your impressions?
Honestly, I am extremely impressed with Home Team Hero. I was not expecting anything from it at all. I thought it was going to be far too amateur, far too cartoony. But look, I am playing my home golf course on a simulator, which is not a famous golf course. It's not extremely popular. It's just a standard club course, and I've got it mapped out almost perfectly on the simulator, which is so good.
It's where you benefit from that Garmin ecosystem, isn't it? They've got so many courses mapped out. Like, it is, you're hard pressed to find one that hasn't been mapped out. I was in Scotland recently on holiday. I actually went on a holiday. And I was in a tiny village called Fort Augustus.
Okay.
It is a little 9-hole course, Harry Colt design, very, very cool. Known as one of the hardest 9 holes in Scotland.
Right.
Literally, green fee, 15 quid. I'm doing a little bit of a plug for them. It was unbelievable. But you'd never think that was mapped on a Garmin.
And it was.
Straight on my watch.
Superb.
Unbelievable. So, I mean, I was very, very impressed. And so I bet you if we looked it up, it'd be right there.
Like I said, mate, this is the first time I've ever tried Home Team Hero. Given it has had a slight upgrade in graphics, my first impressions of that software were unbelievably good. I'm not going to lie. And if you are only just getting into golf simulation and you've never played GS Pro, the Golf Club 2019, you'd be hard pressed to find something as good as that out of the box.
And to be fair to it, we don't want to be trying to pull the wool over your eyes or anything like that. It's not the same kind of experience you're going to get on GS Pro. One of these third-party emulators, TGC, GS Pro, even E6 on the computer. Maybe see how this keeps up with E6 personally, but GS Pro and TGC, they are a far more graphically
They're in a league
intense.
of their own.
Yeah, they're a far more graphically intense experience. I think the Foresight system, their proprietary golf courses, probably a step ahead as well.
Yeah.
But like you said, if you're getting into course simulation, this is very, very good.
This is the thing that is striking me the most with the R50 is, like I've said before, if you've never had a golf sim before, it's a perfect starter kit, I would say. I mean, it's not a cheap starter kit.
No,
we'll
not
come
at
on
all.
to the price later on. But as a starter kit, it is a fantastic piece of kit. I mean, we've obviously got it hooked up to the projector with the HDMI lead. You can just play it on the screen, take it to the driving range, play your local course on the driving range. I'm so impressed.